Hold on. Let me get it right real quick. Hold on. What's up? We tap. We already tapped in. Hold on. Let me get everything right. We working. Okay. What's up? God damn. Yeah. To my people that's on time, I fuck with y'all. Let me make sure everything can go in the chat. Let's do a little troubleshooting while we here. Can you hear me perfectly? You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if the chat working. Yeah, we here. Come on now, we tapped in. So just while I make sure everything is everything, can you hear me? The chat working? And we're gonna go from there. Let's let's make it make sense, amen. Let me get something to wipe this off. Okay, bet. What you do, man? Shit, I got ready for this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start using my real name. I gotta start going by Agent Zero. You feel me? You gotta start really living in that season, saying our whole name, not being afraid. So I'm done with the all the extra shit. So we gonna make it do what it do. Mental Monday. Come on now, we tapped in. I'm liking the vibe already. I like how the chat look. I like how everything kind of set up. So I'm trying to see, is YouTube gonna be the official way I start doing it, just so people can go back, you can enjoy it, you can have fun with it. So yeah, come on now, we tapped in. So as we start building, so this first one was just troubleshooting. We just making sure everything is everything. I'm gonna wipe my camera in a minute and let me do a little shit because you can see everything in this motherfucker. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me get right for y'all real quick. Give me a sec. Let me wipe this shit off. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Charge to my head, not my heart. You feel me? Make sure everything is set up aesthetically first. Y'all cool. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Hold on. You feel me? But while y'all doing that, how the fuck y'all doing? Let's talk while we do a few things. How y'all doing? We gonna start there. Make sure everything about right in here, cause you can see every motherfucking thing. We get my damn house right. Mm. 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 There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we tapped in now. I'm gonna leave the iron now. Y'all just gotta eat that. Y'all just gotta eat that. So look, while we build this, I'm gonna jump on IG to let the slow people know that don't know how to read where we at with it. So hold on. Let's jump on live real quick on IG. Yeah. So as we get this thing started, to my people that's here early, my people on time, I appreciate y'all as we start to transition into YouTube, as we start to really change the way we do Mental Monday. Because the goal for me is to really amplify this shit. We trying to make it bigger, help more people. And if you are on here, why are you not on YouTube right now? We live on YouTube. I'm telling y'all shouldn't be here. Y'all should be here. So to my people that's on here, we on YouTube live. You dig what I'm saying? That's where we at tonight. So please make your way over to YouTube. We're trying to transition Mental Monday to YouTube. So meet me there. You a little late, but it's cool. We working. I'm just trying to make sure this damn chat work. Let me see. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, bet. We here. So as we start to grow this village, as we start to really start to cohabitate on YouTube, I want to make this the vibe now. We're wearing suits now. You say I'm wearing sport? You must know I got about 50 of these hoes. Okay, what's up? Yeah, you tapped in. I appreciate it. I appreciate the moving over to YouTube. So we're not gonna do too much waiting. We gonna keep this shit going. You know how we do. We don't wait for nobody. So class has started. So let's do it this way. For one, it's thank you. Welcome to a new chapter of Mental Monday. Welcome to a new space that we're gonna start to cohabitate. Welcome to a new energy, a new genre, a whole new breath of this. We're trying to make this bigger. So welcome. I appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you being here early on time, tapped in. So yeah, we feel to make this thing make sense. So as we start, it's gonna be the same type of introduction. So it's gonna be Mentor Monday is this. We got a few rules. You know how this shit go. If this your first time, welcome. If this your second time, your third, fourth time, welcome back. So we here. So rule number one, please make yourself available for this energy. Please make yourself available. Don't just be here and not help, because to be a present is to realize that you have value. Okay. I just want to get y'all, because I need y'all feedback. I need y'all feedback to see this, because I like the YouTube vibe. I like how it look. I like how we sit. I just want to make sure y'all rocking with it, because y'all have to take the content as well. So I'm making sure it's coming across like I see it. So the rules is real quick. Rule number one, if you're going to be here, be present. Please be a gift to somebody. Rule number two, you have value. Simple as that. You have value. And we don't want to get caught up in the ways of not realizing that we are special, that we're important, that we have things to say and things to think. So everything that's on your mind is valuable. Don't turn yourself down because you think people will not understand. This is not that place, because everything that you've mastered already, somebody's still looking for. Just because you've mastered it and it's become second nature to you, don't mean it's not still first nature to somebody else. So if you're going to be here, be present and be active, because people going to need your insight. It's not just me talking. It's not just me giving y'all the shit that I got. It's not just me rambling on, going back and forth teaching. It's about community. It's about a village. It's about everybody coming together and adding to this thing to make it big as possible. That's what we're doing here. And if you are on Instagram, you supposed to be on YouTube. I'm going to keep it up for a little bit, but I'm letting y'all know the live is on YouTube tonight. So if you see me now, I'm talking to you, please meet me on YouTube. Please. You feel me? Look, we tapped in. We are tapped in tonight. So rule number three, don't be weird. That's still a major rule tonight. Please don't be weird. Like, this is a safe space to think, to love, to care, to explore. This is a safe space, and we done built this over years. This is not a one-day thing. This is not yesterday. No, it's a whole bunch of Mondays that I'm went into creating what Mentor Monday is. So if you being weird, I will kick you out, because I don't play about this space. So let's get this thing started. Let's really start to embrace it. Let's lean into it. Y'all know how this goes. So tell me how y'all Monday going. Tell me how y'all week going. Tell me how is anything transitioning from last week that we talked about. Have you applied anything? Did something not work? You feel me? Like, we ain't even just got to talk about the success. Let's talk about if something didn't work. Do we got to go back to the drawing board on something? Because there's nothing wrong with having to tweak something. There's nothing wrong with saying, I messed up on this, I made a mistake, or this idea did not help me. So I'm going to go based on y'all. I don't know how. It's a little slow on my side on the chat. So boom, we're going to start there. So tell me if you was here last week, tell me if anything's transitioning to this week. Is any new troubles you have, any new success you have, anything that's new? I want to tackle that first. I want to go there first. So let's make it make sense. And also, while y'all doing that, YouTube is going to be dope, because it's going to allow y'all to come back and watch it and still have the comments on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's still going to have that same energy. You're going to be able to see what people's contributing to all this. So I'm trying YouTube out, because they're saying that, hey, you can keep your comments on. So when somebody go back and rewatch it, the comments are still there, and the energy from other people is still there. So while we do that, while we start that journey, while y'all start to tell me what's going on, let's make it make sense. I think I failed applying what I learned last Monday. Okay, where you fail at? Talk to me. Where do you think you failed at? I like this. I like the way this shit look. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm liking this. Let me see. How I do this? Okay. I'm digging this. I think I failed applying what I learned. If you are on Instagram, we are live on YouTube. Meet me on YouTube. We talking on YouTube right now. You late to class. The class done moved. The room number for the class done moved. So for this Monday, we're gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna try it out to see if I like it more. and Instagram, trying to really grow this. So if you would do me a favor and please meet me on YouTube right now, that'll be amazing. That would be amazing. If you just now coming in on Instagram, please meet me on YouTube. Link is in the bio or it's in my story. I think I failed applying what I learned. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I'm just trying to play around with it because I'm trying to see where I want to do it specifically. I'm trying to see what works best, what feels the best. You can't comment. I don't think you can comment if you're not subscribed. Are you subscribed? Let me know if like this is a troubleshoot. So if you can't see some on your end, if it's something you can't do, let me know. Let me know. Like because I'm trying to judge this shit up. You feel me? So I'm trying to see what we're missing, what needs to be done, what needs to be tweaked. So this more, I'm taking y'all's direct feedback. So if you can't comment, if you like the way this looks, if you feel the way it looks on Instagram better, we gonna find a nice little middle ground between everything. Let me see. Do you believe God sends you signs that you're on the right path? Of course. God will tell you you're on the right path, but he's not gonna scream that you're doing the right thing. And if your circumstances, if everything that you're doing is louder than God, whatever you think God is, if your surroundings are louder than God, you will not hear the appreciation or the navigation or the adoration. Sometimes God will tell you, hey, stop that. God will tell you, don't do that. But sometimes your atmosphere and your surroundings and the people you mess with and your relationships are too loud to where you can't even hear no directions. You know what I'm saying? You can't correct it if you can't hear. Sometimes you got to have something where you have to have a quiet space where God can talk to you and say, hey, keep going that way. Or, hey, stop going that way and divert and go this way. Because your spirit going to talk to you. But your spirit is not going to yell. Huh? Your spirit is not going to yell to get your attention. That's a bad situation when your spirit got to raise his voice. Everybody done had their parent to say, don't make me have to tell you more than once. Oh, I got to raise my voice at you. Your spirit sometimes wants you to listen, but it's not going to yell. It's real bougie. It ain't gonna do all of the extra. It ain't gonna scream, hey, you going the wrong way. Hey, you going the wrong way. Your biggest blessings, your loudest blessings will come in a whisper. And if your circumstances, if your perspective, if your ego, if your surroundings, if your relationships, if your situationships, if anything that you have yourself indulged in is too loud, you will not hear the correction that God is going to make for you. Sometimes that correction might be keep going, you're doing the right thing. But other times that correction might be now turn your ass around, you're going the wrong way. But your surroundings too loud. That money that you're making too loud. That attention that you're getting is too loud. Huh? The reciprocation, all that love that you think you're getting is a little bit too loud, and it's a little bit louder than your spirit. So your spirit can't really guide you. So, Hello. We talking. We gonna start early, and y'all know how we get down. You know how we get down, so this should be no surprise. You know how we get down. We slowly building this number up. The class is starting to come in. Let's make it make sense. If you are over here, if you're on Instagram, please head over to YouTube. I'm trying to grow this YouTube side of this. I'm trying to do Mentor Mondays on YouTube now. So if you're on here, please do me a favor and make your way over to YouTube if you do not mind. If you have the time to really get into this space, get into it with me. That's all I'm asking. So please tap in with me if you're on here. I'm just leaving this up to let y'all know where we really are. You dig what I'm saying? Hey. Wasn't here last week, but I started off good this week for my fast in the gym and prayer. Hey, congratulations on that. If you still in here, congratulations on that. About finding the personal happiness. Okay, let's talk. I think I failed. Okay. So, personal happiness. It requires a lot of personal discipline. Hello. I'm gonna start by saying that personal happiness requires a lot of personal discipline. because happiness is not as simple as people make it. You don't become happy by just doing what you like. You don't become happy by just doing the right thing. You become happy by making the decision to not constantly do the wrong thing. So happiness is a job. I don't know if you ever heard it that way, but I'm gonna change your narrative on happiness today. Happiness is a job. Peacefulness is a job. It's a requirement. It's a give and take. You have to do this to equal this. Once you remain peaceful, once you find peace, you got to work to keep it. Because you got to choose to be peaceful. You got to make a choice to be peaceful. You got to make a choice to be an active person, an intentional person, a dedicated person. You dig what I'm saying? I want you to understand this because I want your mind to expect the work that comes with happiness. Because the same way, I don't want to take you there yet. So we're gonna keep it here. We're gonna keep it light. Yeah, you're very late. Please make it over to YouTube. You're late. So I'm juggling both sides right now. So understand this. Happiness does not come without discipline. Happiness is a conclusion of the thoughts. You have to have a million consistent things. Happiness is waiting on you to be consistent. Peacefulness is about being consistently a good person, making the right choice consistently. I'm not talking about making the right choice on a Monday and then making a fucked up choice on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you make another good choice on Friday. You see how you confusing your energy? Your energy do not know what you're doing until you remain consistent. Huh? Your spirit don't know what to reward until you become consistent. Your spirit is waiting on you to be consistent with your intentions, to be consistent with your desires. And everything that you desire has a requirement. So if you say, God, I want to be peaceful, he gonna say, okay. She gonna say, okay. They gonna say, okay, whatever you believe is up there. They gonna say, okay, this is what that requires. Are you willing to sacrifice to be peaceful? Huh? Are you willing to sacrifice to be peaceful? That's a real question. Because a lot of people don't associate transitioning to your next life, your next phase in life, your next season with work. That's work. It's a choice. It's a dedicated decision. Oh, I'm saying I'm going to be peaceful now. Okay, cool. I'm willing to sacrifice these friends that ain't really in my season no more. I'm willing to sacrifice the places I used to go. I'm willing to sacrifice these desires that weren't really pushing me forward. I'm willing to sacrifice everything that's not really pushing me forward in life. But you must be willing to give in order to get. I want to be peaceful. Okay, guess what? Something has to go. You can't remain the same and want a different result. You can't remain the same, making the same decisions, hanging with the same people, doing the same actions, expecting a different result. So when I say you want to be peaceful and God is going to say, okay, bet, are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to change your attire because where you're going has a different dress code? Are you willing to change your attire of your old season? Get out them old clothes. Wash them clothes. You've been in that same costume for seasons now, for months, for years, because you've been consistently okay with that. Don't be physically clean and emotionally dirty. You can be both at the same time. You can be physically clean. You got all the new clothes, all the designer, all the cars, all this, but you're emotionally dirty because you've been wearing the same emotional clothing for so long that you can't even get past and you can't get dressed for your new season. And then your new season can't recognize you. You can't even get in the club. You can't get in the club. Your new life is waiting on you to act accordingly. Hello. Hello. Your new life is waiting on you to act accordingly. It's waiting on you to be consistent. But until then, it don't believe you. It's going to give you the same results until you tell your life and show your life that you're willing to sacrifice, that you're willing to be intentional, that you're willing to take away anything that's not of your upgrading. Let's do that. I'm willing to release anything that's not for me. That might be a relationship. That might be your parents. That might be where you live, what you drive, what you eat. You must be willing to sacrifice anything that's not of your good right now. And if you say, nah, I'm going to keep this in my life. Okay, cool, bet. Guess what you're going to get? The same results you've been getting. Hello. So if we want to talk about consistency, we want to talk about peace, happiness, joy, we want to talk about this transcending to something new, you must realize that something new comes with new requirements, new sacrifices. Everything can't come with you. You can't bring everybody. You can't bring everything. So let me go on and spread this all the way out. You can't bring everybody, but you also can't bring everything you used to have. Hello. Yee. Mm. Mm. What's up with it? If you are on Instagram, please meet me over on YouTube. We starting to percolate on YouTube, so please meet me over there. Mentor Monday will be on YouTube tonight. I'll just have this up to tell y'all where to be. Welcome. You're late, but please follow me over YouTube. I finally came on time. I fuck with it. So yeah, since you on time, please meet me over on YouTube. Link is in the bio or it's in my story. We trying to make this thing make sense on YouTube. Thank you so much. Meet me there. Advice on accepting your new season in life, but not getting your own way. Okay, cool. Look, we can't ask to be blessed, and then when God bless you, you say, "Nah, that's not what I meant." Huh? We can't ask to be blessed, and then when God give you the blessing, you say, "No, not that, not like that, like something else." Satisfaction is the word I want to go to now. Let's go to satisfaction. Or are you able to be satisfied? You kind of late, but you fine. Just meet me over there. You late a little bit, but I ain't gonna punish you for it. You dig what I'm saying? So look, the word I want to go to for that example is what? Come on. You can't ask for something and then say, nah, that's not really what I wanted. So God is gonna bless you. He's gonna say, this is your blessing right here. It's your job to see the value in what you're given. It's not your job to project and compare what God has gave to you. Because I done seen so many people get blessed and say, nah, that ain't really the blessing I thought it was going to be. It's the blessing that you needed, not the projection that you wanted. Because we tend to confuse what we want. We think if I want hard enough, it'll change into a need. You can want all day. You can want, but God's going to give you what you need. And if you cannot value what you need, there's no way you be able to value the little bitty wants between needs. Ain't nothing wrong with having wants. But the moment that your wants overshadow your needs, you're in a predicament, buddy. You're in a conundrum, pal. Because God is going to bless you and say, here, you asked for this blessing. And you're going to say, no, that's not kind of what I wanted you to bless me, but I wanted more than that. Who are you talking to? I wanted you to bless me, but differently than what you just blessed me. The word I want to really nail into this is satisfaction. So will you be satisfied if God bless you with an apartment and not a mansion? If God say your blessing is this, your blessing is this career, your job is this, your season is this. Will you be satisfied with the season that grows from the seeds that you planted? Because you can't tell your season what to look like. We don't know this. We can do all the work in the world. We can't tell our season what to look like. You can't tell your blessing what to look like. Only thing you can do is accept it when it comes. But a lot of people get that. I want to be blessed just like said person. I want to be blessed like bro. I want to be blessed like her ass. No, because then God like, damn, I gave you what you wanted. But that really ain't what you wanted. You really wanted a replica of what you seen. So you really stuck in your wants. You didn't ask me for what you need. You asked me for a want. Some people will be so distracted by the material gains of other people in society that they will send their blessing back. They will send their blessing back because it don't look like their friend blessing. They'll send their blessing back because it don't look like their mama blessing. You will send your blessing back because it don't look like the celebrities that you see on Instagram blessings. It don't look like somebody else's. So you will send your blessings back, mistaking it because you're comparing it and you're like, oh wait, bless me like you blessed them. But guess what? You can't see with somebody else's blessing. You also cannot see the sorrow that come with that blessing. Didn't I tell you everything is give and take? Ain't nothing free. It's no such thing as free. You got to work for everything. So you don't know what that person is doing to sustain this blessing that you call it. Guess what? Some people's blessings are curses, but they don't look like curses to you. Oh, damn, I want that same house. I want that same car. That might be a punishment for them. So let's stop. Let's make sure our perspective is open enough to see that everything that glitters ain't gold, but everything that's gold ain't real. Everything you see somebody with is not a blessing. Some of that shit is a punishment. I really want you to nail this home because I want you to be satisfied with what you get from God, from the great divine, whatever you think is up there, what they bless you with. I want you to say, okay, I got it. I'm grateful. This is mine. I want you to curate whatever this blessing is. I'm talking tonight. I'm talking tonight. I'm talking tonight. This a whole new field. I'm just going. I don't know if y'all can feel my energy, but I'm really talking tonight. I want y'all to feel that. I want you to feel it because this is a whole new situation. If you are on Instagram, what's up with you tapped in? I appreciate you. Please beat me over on YouTube. That's all I'm asking. Please come over to YouTube. We tapped in. We talking tonight. So yeah, I know this is new, but y'all know how I get down. Let me feel y'all energy. Let's see what's really going on. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we tapped in. I appreciate you. Meet me over on YouTube one time. We got a little congregation going on. I hope I'm feeding y'all. Hopefully everything is sitting right. Hopefully y'all getting the message. Hopefully it's conveyed good. But I mean what I say. Satisfaction, gratefulness, appreciation. That's how I measure maturity. That's how I measure growth. Because can you handle what's yours? Can you claim what's yours? Are you okay with what God give you? Are you okay with the seeds? Are you okay with the spoils that come from your seeds? Or will you make the mistake of when you get your blessing, you're gonna say, nah, this ain't big as I thought it was gonna be. This ain't big as my homeboys. This ain't big as my homegirls. This ain't gonna do. What you mean this ain't gonna do? It'll do plenty. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm letting y'all know what I see. And I had to learn how to accept before I could really appreciate and enjoy. You can't enjoy until you learn how to accept. I had to accept what was mine. My journey is mine. My journey ain't like nobody else's. Just the same way my blessings are like nobody else's. You feel what I'm saying? Like my blessings ain't nobody. You're not going to be blessed the same as somebody else. I don't give a fuck if it's your friend for 20 years, your brother, your sister, your blood. You're not going to be blessed like nobody else. But you must accept your special, your uniqueness and your blessings for them to be unique. Or do you want to be blessed and get what somebody else done had? You want hand-me-downs. I'll let you sit with that. If you want hand-me-downs as your blessings, cool. What's up with it? What's up with it, new? If y'all are tapped into Instagram, please follow me over on YouTube so we can get this YouTube community going with this Mentor Monday. It'll be so helpful. Just meet me on YouTube, please. Meet me over there. Come on now. Advice for someone who deals with laziness and procrastination. I got you. Look, your new life is not going to be obtained until you realize that it means something, that it's valuable. Everything you're procrastinating because you don't see the direct value of your work. You dig what I'm saying? We have to understand. We have to make the work and the outcome closer. When you're trying to introduce something new in your life, you're going to get resistance from your body because your body is not used to new things. You have to teach yourself how to love something new. Someone asked a question here. Please throw that over on YouTube. I see you. Be active. I see you. But look, this is a very important lesson. Oh, this is very important. Mm. Because look, until your new thing means the world to you, until it's worth the work and the sacrifice that you're gonna have to do to keep it and maintain it, you're gonna always procrastinate. I'm not even gonna bullshit with you. I'm not gonna shuck and jive with you. Until your new life, until everything you need, until all the ingredients in your new life are important, you're never gonna be able to cook a full meal. You're gonna procrastinate, you're gonna be lazy because guess what? You rather do the old work because you know what the old work equals. I know what my old work equals. It equals my life now. And sometimes you have to make that new life so drastic, so valuable, so worth it. And you have to program your body to receive the work and the resistance as something new. You have to accept the newness, accept being uncomfortable, accept being unknowing. You got to accept this season of not knowing, but you also have to give this season value. Because if you don't give it value, your body will not internalize it. You cannot learn a new task without rewarding yourself. The same way you teach a dog, oh, I want to teach you how to sit. What do? When that dog do the right thing, you say, here go a treat. So look, we're going to transcend that to us. You expect yourself to learn something new, to do all this hard work, to change everything without rewarding yourself. So you will stop being lazy and stop procrastinating if you reward yourself marginally through your journey. You have to show your body that this is a good thing that you're doing. Your body, your body ain't finna fuck with nothing new. It don't want nothing new. Your body want what it already has. So you have to train yourself to see value, to appreciate the new, to appreciate the work because it's going to be worth it. But you have to train yourself to see it. If you do not do that, you will procrastinate forever because your body's like, why I'm doing this? For what? Your spirit is like, for what? Your soul is like, for what? I'm good. If you're trying to change it, if you, hey man, lean in with me. I know you feel what I'm saying. Lean in with me. We talking tonight. Okay. How can you prepare yourself to receive the blessing that you have coming? Okay. The best preparation is non-expectation of what it's going to look like. You have to release the image of what you think your blessing is supposed to be. You can't tell it how to look, but you can appreciate how it feels. Talk to me. You can't tell your blessing how to look, but you can appreciate how your blessing going to feel. The only thing you can control is your reaction to your blessing. You do the work, you plant the seeds, you water the seeds, you sit there, you be patient, you let the seed grow, you let it sprout. You must then appreciate whatever it grows into. Not every tree is gonna touch the sky. Not every rose is gonna be this big. Some roses are this big, but it's still a rose. It's yours. Every time you grow something, it might not be this big. You can't tell it how big to be. You can't tell your blessing what to look like. So you have to release yourself of the expectation of what it is. Appreciate it for what it is. Turn that shit off. I work so hard, so I want it to be this. You don't get no wants in this. Your needs are going to come out from this, and your wants will spill over. Once your needs are fulfilled, your wants will then spill over. Hello. Once your needs are filled, your wants will then spill over. Fill your cup up with all your needs first. Your wants will come right after that. Trust me, trust and believe. If you work on filling your needs, your wants will come right after. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm sitting right here with y'all. That's a different path to take. It's a little different. What's up with it? Y'all tapped in. Please meet me over on YouTube. If you just joining in, if you got a little time, come over to Mentor Money on YouTube. If you got a little time, I ain't gonna hold you long. We just talking that talk. That's it. That's all. Come on now. I'm gonna talk to somebody because I got stuck in that rut. I got stuck in that space. You will not be blessed. You will not be this and be that until you stop comparing and stop assuming what you want your blessings gonna be. You can't assume this. The only job you have after you plant your seeds is appreciation, is cultivation. You can't tell it what to look like when it come out. When that seed sprout, you can't tell it what to be. Only thing you can see it is amazing. The only job you have is to see this seed is amazing. That's your job. That's your task. Hello. So how do you prepare yourself? Is by releasing your expectation of what your seed is going to be and just appreciating and loving and putting it into motion when it grows. That's all you can do. So preparation is almost just only thing I can do to prepare is to release. I can't expect my season to look a certain way. Only thing I can do is understand that my season will come, and when it's time to come, I will value it. Because last time I checked, nobody wants to be somewhere where they're not valued. That's almost like you meet somebody and y'all cool and y'all connected, and you see them next time and they don't even know your name. Oh, what's up with it, bro? Oh shit, I don't even know your name. Now they let me know it's not important. So look, you don't like to be neglected. You think your season, your spirit want to be neglected too? That should have passed you by. That should have passed you right by. If you don't feel like it's being loved, if you don't feel like it's being named, if you don't feel like it's being claimed, it's a lot of work that come with your season. You have to accept it, and you got to move accordingly. Hello, how y'all doing? If y'all on here, please head over there to YouTube, please. Thank you so much. We cooking on YouTube right now, so if you here, I appreciate you for tapping in. If you got a little time on your hands and you really gonna tap in with me, let's go over to YouTube, like and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube for me, because we're gonna start doing it this way, because I'm trying to keep it to where the chat is still working after the live is over with. So meet me there. I appreciate you. Look, I appreciate y'all, because this is something new. This is something new, and I'm appreciating y'all walking through this transition with me. But let's make this this feel good to me. Let's keep this going. I like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Being able to be openly vulnerable with your spouse. Okay, let's talk about it. If you still in here, let's rock out. Even if you're not in here, I appreciate the question. Being able to be openly vulnerable with your spouse. Okay, vulnerability is a concept of safety. Safety is the only thing that enables vulnerability. If it's a piece of me, if it's even a part of me that's feel like you're gonna weaponize me telling you something, I'm not gonna tell you. And as unfair as that sounds, the projection of how somebody's gonna handle your openness will be the enabler for you to be open. Hello. So when you say being able to openly be vulnerable with your spouse, that should be mandatory. But mandatory works, you have to work to make it mandatory. There has to be rules. There has to be certain things set up in your relationship where this is a non-negotiable. It's okay to have a constitution of your relationship, things that have to exist for us to move forward, for us to work. This has to exist, because the last thing you want to do, what's up with it? Yo, meet me over on YouTube. The last thing you want is to be with somebody that you can't talk to, a person that you can't feel, a person that you can't bring your suffering to. I can't bring my confusion to. At what point, what am I with you for? We not loving aesthetically no more. I'm trying to love you progressively. But I need you. Huh? The last thing you want is another stranger that you done got close to. Because if you can't share, you can't open yourself up, you can't really give your emotions, you can't really express, then this person is technically a stranger. This a friend with benefits. Hello. So let's not forget how easy it is to slide into a situationship. Every relationships can be situationships as well. But the relationship without the openness, without the conversation, without the care, without the empathy, without the concern, without the implication, a relationship without that is nothing but a situationship dressed up as a relationship. So guess what? You just got you a little buddy. But now the worst thing you can do is have somebody and still be alone. The worst thing you can do is to be in a full relationship, have you a partner, have you a person, and still be by yourself. Mentally, emotionally, physically don't cover everything. Physically having somebody does not trump emotionally having somebody. So you ever wonder why somebody cheat? Because somebody listened to them? Oh, I don't know how they got in so close to me. Because they listened. because they let you talk, they let you exhale, they saw you emotionally. A lot of people get stuck seeing people physically. I see your vanity, but lean into that person that sees you emotionally. Huh? And you wonder why a lot of shit happens because I need this. So yo, but guess what? I'm gonna give you something real quick. The things you need will be found. And if it ain't found in your partner, it will be found somewhere else. And you wonder why people cheat. Some people don't know they cheating, but your body will find what it needs. Just like if you hold your breath long enough, your body gonna get some oxygen. Your body will put you to sleep before it die. So we gotta understand the strength of your own body and your own consciousness and your own needs. So sometimes cheating ain't just because I chose to do it. It's because I go into another mindset where I go into survival mode and my body like, I need to find somebody to listen to me. I'm gonna find somebody to hear this. And guess what? If that person ain't your person, it's gonna be somebody else. Hello. If that person ain't your person, it's gonna be somebody else, unfortunately. So let's not forget how strong this connection shit is. Let's not forget how strong emotions is. Emotion is way stronger than the physical. You weigh way more emotionally than you do physically. You could weigh 150 pounds physically. You might weigh 1,000 some emotionally. So I don't want you to get tricked and thinking because you got somebody physically, you better make yourself available emotionally because that person will leave. That person will find the emotion. Huh? Hello? Because your body gonna survive. Your body gonna find what it needs. If I'm talking, let me know something. Throw some emojis in here if I'm talking. If I'm talking to somebody, because I'm telling you, we gonna lay this shit out real plain. We don't skate over nothing. We don't lean over the water. We jump all the way in here. That's what we do. We don't play with this. If I'm talking, somebody throw some emojis in here for real. Because I'm gonna tell the truth today. And people wonder why cheating happened. It's because you're neglecting how strong the emotional part is, how needed the emotional side is. I don't care what they do for you physically. They can take care of all your bills. They can pay for everything for you. You ain't got to lift a finger. But who gonna lift your heart? That's crazy, ain't it? Because I don't want to see you strung out. And I don't want to see you being the person that's missing their person because you didn't become the person that they needed you to be. So let's understand how strong these emotions are. Emotions are strong. Please do not underestimate how strong this is. You will be out here single and you'll be hurt and you'll be by yourself if you don't realize how strong this shit is. So I'm gonna lay it to you this way. Not everybody cheats on purpose. Some people cheat out of a necessity to find what their body needs to survive. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you where it comes from. I'm just giving you another perspective to entertain. So let's make sure we value emotion, because the last thing you want is to have a person and still be with nobody. The last thing you want is to have a person that's your person and still be with nobody. What's up with y'all? I see y'all jumping into here, please. You know what? Let me show y'all what's going on. If you are jumping on Instagram, this is where we at. We are here right now. If you can meet me on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. As you can see, we talking that shit. We talking right now. So please meet me on YouTube. If you're here, we're trying to slide over to YouTube, trying to cultivate YouTube real quick. So please jump to YouTube for me. If you got the time, you got the space, and you're trying to be active with the Mentor Monday this week, please tap in with me. Y'all see where we at. So please meet me on YouTube. But yeah, I will leave a person before I cheat. I feel that. I feel it. But look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how your body is stronger than that. Look, because you're thinking mentally. I think the same way. I would leave somebody before I cheat. That's what everybody say. I will leave somebody before I cheat. Let me tell you this. You ever stayed up long enough where you so tired that your body go to sleep without you knowing you went to sleep? I'm telling you this. We can think mentally, but emotionally, your body's going to find it sometimes before it gets to here. It's going to be all in your heart, and your heart going to say, I need this. And you don't even know you're looking for it somewhere else. It might be in a small conversation at the coffee shop. A small compliment just opens your heart up. Everybody's not cheating on purpose, but sometimes before you can think mentally to say, let me leave, your body gonna find out what you're looking for. Your body gonna find it. I'm trying to show you instances where your body acts naturally. Your heart is gonna find what it's looking for. And I'm not saying that's always synergetic. It's not always in a perfect line like that. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's not always an intellectual thing when it comes to cheating. Your heart gonna look for what it needs, and it's gonna find it somewhere else. And sometimes it's gonna find it before you make the conscious decision to leave that person. So you can still be present and it don't feel like cheating. This person just said you look good. Oh, thank you so much. But it was a little bit extra energy in that thank you so much because you wanted to hear that. You've been wanting to hear that. Oh, how your day going? Oh, damn, you asked me that. Thank you for asking me. You see how your body doesn't mark it as cheating yet. You come on now. Your body it's not gonna register as cheating. It's gonna register as finding your needs. So that's how some people can cheat and not even know they did it. Oh shit, I just told them thank you so much, but you said it's how much energy you put into it because your heart was ready to hear that. So it bypassed your mind. It didn't even register as cheating in your mind. I'm finna bring y'all into some perspective today. We gonna talk for real about it. If we gonna talk, we really gonna talk. That's such a man. This is not a manly thing. I don't speak sexually when I'm talking about this. I'm speaking on both sides of the fence. I'm speaking very unilaterally. I speak very neutrally about this. I'm not giving men advice strictly. I'm not giving women advice strictly. I'm giving you, I want you to see the pattern so you can see how other things exist. Everything don't work how we want it to work. I'm just letting you know the game that's being played while we playing this thing called the game. Yee! I'm telling y'all, I don't give single advice. I'm giving human advice. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know how your mind and your body work. Everything works differently. I'm not trying to give my dudes no extra pointers. I'm not trying to give women no extra pointers. I'm letting you know that if you're not aware of this, you will find yourself in a situation where you either something happened and you're like, damn, why that happened to me? Because you didn't do your research. You didn't realize what the potential of somebody was. Come on now. I'm telling you, if you hungry enough, anything tastes good. You'll eat anything. You'll eat a piece of gum off the street if you starving. Your body is gonna be this. Should cheating be tolerated? No, it should not be tolerated. I'm just letting you know why it exists. The same way nobody want a fire in their house, but fire exists. Bad things aren't wanted. I don't want bad shit to happen, but I do my research to know why bad things exist, why the wrong thing exists. Because look, all this shit is comparative. Light, dark, evil, good, all this is comparative. If one didn't exist, the other one couldn't exist. It's all relative. So look, I don't want these bad things to happen, but I'm not green enough to think that they wouldn't. I'm not out here like, oh, this shit ain't gonna never happen to me because I'm smart. I'm thinking, I'm emotional, I'm tapped in. That's when it's gonna get you. You gotta pay attention. All this shit come with it. Because I'm gonna give you this saying. The same way you God's favorite, guess who else? You the devil's favorite too. None of this shit exists alone. If you peaceful, there's also stress. Everything is present. What you're experiencing is just one example of it. Every quarter got a heads and a tails. Your season might be on heads right now, but don't you ever think in your life that tails won't show the fuck up, because it'll show his ass if you don't think it can come up on you. If you don't think you can get cheated on, if you don't think you can do somebody wrong, you have to be so aware, because so many things can start to happen subconsciously. So I'm not talking about cheating from a mental place. You can cheat subconsciously because your heart is looking for something. So it's not even something you think about doing a day. Just know every time your heart is in a space where it's looking for something that it needs, it's gonna find it. That's all I'm saying. We're not condoning cheating. None of that. We don't condone no fuck shit. We don't condone no fuck shit behavior. None of that. But we also I want us to be wise enough and open enough to explore why these things exist. That way you can be more prepared if you start to see signs. I'm just trying to give you some more binoculars so we can really see this from different points of view, because I don't want you surprised. I don't want you blindsided. I don't want you gobsmacked. I don't want you in a place where oh, woe is me. No, I want you aware of that. So look, this is going to be our next transition word. The next word I'm gonna give y'all is potential. Potential, capability. Let's sit on that word real quick. What is potential? Talk to me real quick. What does potential in a person mean? And I'm gonna give you my definition. What's up with it? I see y'all tapped in. I see y'all tapped in over here. I appreciate the love. If you could do me a big favor, if you're not already on YouTube, please make your way over as we start to build this conversation in this new village on YouTube. Please subscribe, comment, be tapped in. So Mentor Mondays will start being on YouTube. So y'all can go back and still have the comments and still have everything for y'all, because I want you to be able to go back and reflect. So I'm trying to make it more accessible to everybody. So if you can tap in on YouTube for me, I would appreciate it. I appreciate it. What you think it could be? Okay, talk to me. Talk to me. This I told you this is a back and forth. We got 54 people in here. Talk to me. I'm talking to you. Talk to me. You feel me? What you think a person is capable of? Okay. Come on, let's rock and roll. I told y'all this shit work based on energy. I don't want to be talking to myself. I refuse to talk to myself. I love y'all, so love me back. Our potential has to be stuck. Okay, 2 relationships. I should have ended earlier. No, because of who I saw. Yay, potential. Oh, look, you talking that talk. Talk that talk. And I'm gonna give you mine. While y'all give me y'all definition, I'm gonna tell you what mine is. Potential is called beware. I call it to beware. Anybody can do anything. I respect you because I know you could be the worst, but you choose to be whatever you are. We have to understand this. Everybody has the potential to be the worst person or the best person or whatever they want to fall in between that. But people have the capability to be anything they want. And the moment you don't respect somebody's ability to tear you down, they will. I'm not saying expect the worst, but you better respect that the worst can happen. Just like if you stay in Texas, if you stay in Oklahoma, it might not be a tornado today. It might not be one tomorrow. But guess what happens commonly in Texas? What happens commonly in Tornado Alley? Tornadoes happen. So you better be prepared just in case one do. You better have a tornado shelter. If you in California, what you better have? Earthquakes. You better get used to it. You better be ready. They don't always happen. They don't happen every day, but it's something that you better prepare for. So capability in somebody is knowing this. I love you, but you could also destroy me if you choose to. And I respect that. I'm never going to poke the bear. I'm never going to turn you into this person. I'm never going to make you show me what you can be. Hello. I'm never going to make you show me how bad you can be. People can really hurt you emotionally, physically, spiritually. People can really hurt you. But don't ever think that just because this person is your person, that they can't do it, that they wouldn't do it. We got to move very cool on this. Potential. That's why love is so beautiful. That's why consistency, that's why choices is so beautiful. That's why intention is so beautiful, because it's a choice to make. You're choosing to be a good person. You're choosing to care about me, because you could choose to destroy me. Potential in a person is a thing you have to watch out the most for. As long as you respect that this person can be the worst, then you can receive them at their best. If I know that you can be anything you want to be, but in that same logic, you're choosing to love me. You're choosing to put me first. You're choosing to be open. You're choosing to be available. You're choosing to be empathetic. You're choosing to be considerate. It makes everything mean more, because I know you could choose anything else. You could be a hoe ass nigga. You could be a thieving person. You could be all this. You could be anything you want to be. But you're choosing to be a person I can cohabitate with. I'm trying to give you more reasons to appreciate people. So I want to give it to you backwards so you can see where I'm getting to. Hey, hello. I'm coming around the corner, but I want to do it backwards so y'all can really see what I'm building when I say this. So you better respect this person, because they could do the worst to you. Don't make them prove it. Don't make this person have to turn into Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll. Don't make this sweet person do that, because they can. Everybody has the capability to be a monster. Don't turn me into one. And it's always the sweetest people, the coolest people, the most understanding people that get took through the ringer, because people just don't believe that they got this inside them. And you got some people that's freaky, that they want to see the worst in you. I want to see you get mad. What the fuck is that? They want to test it because they so used to chaos. They so used to war. They so used to friction. They so used to ambiguity. They so used to all this turmoil that they want to see the worst in you. They want to see it. Then let me see how mad he'll get if I do this. Let me see how mad she'll get if I do this. You better stop playing with fire, because people have the capability to be the worst. But I love you because you're choosing to be the best of you. Come on now. Hello, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? If you on YouTube, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We got this going on. We moving in group. I'm liking this whole little setup. Instagram, if y'all on both, cool. But Instagram, I'm letting y'all know. I'm showing we on YouTube tonight. Y'all gonna get the message. I'm gonna keep this on for a little while longer, but I want to make sure that y'all are getting the message to get over to YouTube. Meet me there. So let's talk. Come on. Come on. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk tonight. Come on. Talk to me. Hell. What we talking about, man? Hell. Come on. You say, you're on some of my son locked in. Hey, the energy is the energy, man. That's real. We can't fake this. This real. This real love. This real love right here. I'm giving y'all real energy. I'm giving y'all me. Come on. We're going to talk tonight. What's my YouTube channel? Give me 1 second. I got you. Hold on. Let me do you right. Boom. Boom. I'm finna pin it right now. Boom. There we go. How do you feel about breaking the boundary of sexual pleasure with your partner? What you mean? How do I feel about breaking the boundaries? Okay. What you mean? Talk to me real. Run that back for me. Break that down a little bit for me. Okay. Ooh, we talking now. How y'all doing? Okay. My man wants to do more than I've ever tried. Okay. Are you willing to assume that they're not going to put you in a bad position? So it's beautiful to be able to explore with your person, because what we never want to be, I don't ever want you to be concrete. Your love is fluid. Your life, your energy, everything is fluid. So you have to get somebody that you trust to explore yourself even more with. So if you got a boundary in this, understand this, it goes right in with vulnerability. I'm vulnerable and I'm open and I feel safe enough with you to explore. We have to set the table to explore. If you want to explore yourself sexually with your partner, it has to be a great synergy. We got to be here for me to be open enough to express something brand new, to explore, to go places I ain't never been, to try this, to try that. I try anything once when I'm in love with you, because I trust you to walk through me. Even if I don't like it, I want you to try it because this is your person. And what we can't do is keep thinking that 1 + 1 = 2 is going to satisfy somebody forever. You got to have fun with this, explore, try. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't, it'll become very redundant. You know how bad it will be if every time you do it is missionary. Every time. Huh? What's really going on? When I say you can have fun, you can explore, but guess what? You only going to explore with somebody who makes you feel safe. You only going to explore when it comes to me putting you in a position where I'm a receiver, where I'm going to say, I love you and I receive you no matter what this is. Cool. I'm going to make you love your body. I'm going to make you love your reaction. If you don't think your voice is sexy, I'm going to tell you your voice is sexy. Sometimes it's going to take, you can explore, right? But your backpack, you got to have the right things in your backpack to enjoy the ride. You got to have the right things. And that's more so an emotional journey. Let's step away from the physical. We're going to get back to the physical. Sexual workings and exploring yourself is emotional first. You have to have emotional security to be willing to try something you never tried before. Hey, I love you. I'm going to try this with you. You make me feel safe. Let's rock and roll. But that other person has to set it up to where no matter what happens, I see you. I'm with you. Huh? Okay, cool then. If you truly care, then give that care enough space to manifest into something physical. So we can care about somebody, but you have to care enough for it to come out. Let's talk to me real quick. Because I can love you, but I gotta love you enough to let that love exist in a way that I've never seen before. I can care for you, but I gotta let that care materialize. It has to adapt itself to a new perspective that I have to allow. Hey, hello. Hello. Come on, care. Come on, love. So when I use these words, they have so many ways to be. It can get so complicated, but so beautiful at the same time. Because love is not simplistic. Care is not simplistic. None of this is 1+1. This might be 1+3 = 9. That might sound wrong to your mind, but it might sound right on time to your heart. Your heart can understand that gibberish. Love, care, empathy. Your mind is just doing its best to it's trying to make up a reason what this feels like. Your heart know exactly what this is. The most confusing thing you can have is feelings. That's the most confusing thing in life, because you can't really describe them because they're not mental. Emotional is here. Our minds do its best to describe how we feel, but we got to understand how strong and how powerful the emotional side is. You gotta have emotional gas in the car if you want to go somewhere. We can go as far as you want to, as long as the tank got gas in it. Hello, that's it. That's a beautiful question. That is a beautiful question. Yay. Okay, what about breaking the sexual soul tie with your ex? Even though it feels good, it's not good for you letting the act. Okay. I spoke about that. Your new season, not everything in your life that's supposed to be gone will feel bad. Everything in your life that ain't supposed to go with you, some of that's going to feel great. It's going to feel amazing. It's not going to harm you technically, but it's not pushing you forward. We got to understand the difference between being for you and being from you. A lot of this shit, it ain't no weight. It's an anchor. It's a good emotion. It's a feeling. You can always dive back into it. It's going to taste the same. It's going to feel the same. It's not for you. You can remember this thing. You can always lean into it, but guess what? It's never going to lean back. It's never going to love you back again. So when it comes to sacrificing your new season, you say your ex, that's a past, right? But X is always going to mark the spot. It's always going to be some type of treasure, emotional, physical, whatever. It's always something there. It's an X because it has value. It's that X marks the spot on something. But we got to understand, you're not digging for that treasure no more. So your new season is going to say you got to give that up. Or you're going to give it, and you're going to be like, nah, I kind of like that shit too good. You feel me? But your discipline is knowing that something was and not going back to it. Because everything in your life that you got to remove is not necessarily going to be harmful. I don't want you sitting here watching for the shit that's going to hurt you physically. Everything ain't going to be bad on its face. Some things ain't pulling you backwards. They just not pushing you forward. They just keeping you grounded where you at. And the beautiful thing about an anchor is it's not technically stopping you from going forward. The anchor just keeping you here. And you got a lot of things in your life that's anchoring you down to your season right now, to where it's not pushing you forward. It's not pulling you back. So you don't really feel the need to really get it going because it's not really hurting you. But guess what? It's not helping you move forward. So it is hurting you. Sometimes standing still is worse, because change is constant. When you see something in your life that keep you still and it's not changing you, it shouldn't be there. It's only forward and back. It's no such thing as standing still, because the world always moves. Even when you sleep, when you're doing nothing, the world is still spinning. The agenda is still going on. So if you see things in your life that keep you in a stagnated place, that keep you in a still place, guess what? They don't belong there. They're not supposed to be enjoyed. So some of the things in your life that you enjoy the most are going to have to go if you want to excel in your life. There's some of the things that you enjoy the most. It might be soda, it might be this friend, going to the club, doing all this, whatever it is, you must be willing to sacrifice. So when I talked earlier about sacrifice, I meant that. Sacrifice ain't always easy, because sometimes sacrifice is going to call for the thing that you love the most. Sacrifice is going to say, nah, they got to go. But damn, that's my favorite. What you do? Why she got to go? Or to my lady, that's my favorite. Why he got to go? Because he's not pushing you forward. And what I tell y'all earlier, If you're not paying attention, your surroundings will become louder than your spirit. And your surroundings might be that dude that don't mean you no good, but he's still doing you good. Hello. That surroundings might be that girl that don't mean you no good, but she's still doing you that good. Hello. We got to be careful the cycles we fall into. Because what is a cycle? Bicycle. You dig what I'm saying? You anyway. Have I ever considered preaching? I have not. But let me tell you a funny story about that. My great grandmother, rest her soul, she said you were going to be a preacher. And I said, no, I am not. I'm not even Christian. Hello. But she was like, you're going to be a preacher. And it let me know how strong will is. It let me know how strong proclamation is. It let me know how strong the tongue is. Because my grandmother said, you're going to be a preacher. And look what the hell I'm doing. I did everything to avoid not being one. But look, guess what you do? You tend to become the thing you try to avoid the most. If you on here right now, please meet me over on YouTube. Tap in with me. I see y'all tapped in. I appreciate it so much. Please do the boogie over to YouTube for me because we tapped in. Please and thank you. I can't wait to see y'all on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you got a little time to rock out with me, let's do it. We're going to be on YouTube at 10 o'clock, maybe 10:15, depending on how the energy going. So please meet me over on YouTube so we can keep this conversation going. I appreciate. Hey, it's all good. I got you. Can you elaborate on the thin line between individual intention and external action? Ooh, come on, more so. How can you handle the two not aligning with your significant other? Okay. Talk to me. That let me know you listening. I love it. What Kevin Gates do? Yeah. Okay. So when you ask me to elaborate, I want to know what piece you got from it and what other part do you need to make it make sense? Come on, YouTube. You see me? What's up? Fuck you talking about? So when you say elaborate, I want to see what part, like how far have you walked with me so I can put my hand out and pull you where I'm at. I just want to make sure I'm walking with you. Oh, it's church, not even Christian, but fine. Hey, but look, being a preacher is not about just being religious. To me. How can I be better support for someone who's lost someone? Let me tell you this. That's a great question. That's a great question. And thing is, I'm not even the person to answer that because look, we talked about this last week. It's a difference between empathy and sympathy. The most you can do is sympathize with someone that's lost someone because that person that they lost was not your person. You will never feel how they felt. So the only thing you can do is to listen and actively respond with what they need. Sometimes what they need is nothing. Sometimes what they need is silence. Sometimes what they need is a getaway. Sometimes what they need is a smack in the face. Sometimes what they need is somebody to sit next to them and don't say no. They need silence. So empathy, that means I see you and I've been in that same exact predicament. So I empathize with you. I can feel your exact pain. So I don't use empathy a lot. I lean more on sympathy because I don't know what nobody's been through directly. So you can say you can be close with your homeboy and know his mom all your whole life and she passed away. You'll never feel how he felt. So I sympathize with you. So you tell me what you need. What do I need to be for you in this moment? And you have to turn your ego off because your ego is a problem solver. Your ego gonna try to say, oh, this is what I think they need. You got to turn off all these assumptions, all the ego, and allow yourself to be water and let them pour you in whatever cup they need you to be in. That's if you care for real. To care for real is to remove your judgment, to remove your assumptions, to even remove the help that you think they will need. I had to learn this. It's difficult. That's why I stopped saying I know how you feel, because I don't. I don't know how you feel. But I'm doing my best to understand what you need. You see how you can switch that? I don't know how you feel. And this is the worst thing you can do when it comes to sympathy, when it comes to somebody going through something. Oh, shit, that's kind of like when I went through, you don't want to start comparing and trying to put yourself closer to them by adding your experience to say, I know how you feel. Nope. That's not the time. That's not the time. We talking tonight. What's up with it? Please meet me on YouTube. Y'all see what it is. One time, I appreciate y'all for tapping into Mentor Monday. Please tap into YouTube. We up right now. So when it comes to, I really want people to nail this, like to really get this in their spirit. When it comes to sympathy, do your best to listen, because assumptions will not relate you to that person. Comparing yourself to the experience, putting yourself close to them. Oh, I know how you feel because that's not the time for that. Mm, hello. I say, I'm sorry to hear how you're feeling that way going through it. Okay. Mm, mm. Okay, talk that shit. I'm gonna give you something that my granddad told me, and I stopped saying I'm sorry because he was like, "Shit, you didn't do it." Like we have the space of somebody grieving is so different and it's so new. Come on now, come on. I'm talking that shit. The space of somebody grieving is so new. It's so different that we have to be very careful with the words because words can become very triggering. So if somebody say, I'm sorry you feel like that, what the fuck you sorry for? Did you do it? I'm just like, some people are snap. Some people are very volatile in these moments. So I just want you to be very careful with the words. Because I stopped saying I'm sorry because my granddad was like, what you sorry for? You didn't do it. It's very, it's very hard. It's very hard to be there. It's just learning this shit is mandatory. To care about somebody without knowing how to care is actually the most care you can give. I care about you even though I don't know specifically what you need. I'm just whatever you need from me. Hello. Yee. I got you. I see the confidence question. I got you. Let me lock in real quick. Okay, now how can one get through losing someone so close? How can they cope? Um, I will give you my story from losing my great grandmother on August the 15th. She was my everything. But I also had to understand that she earned her wings. I could not be selfish with my great grandmother. She had to go. It was time to go home, and she was in so much pain, and she wasn't enjoying life no more. And it was selfish for me to want her to stay here just because I wanted to be selfish. We love people very selfishly, and I had to let her go. I had to let my great grandmother go because it was time. She was born in 1932. Hello. My great grandmother was born in 1932. She passed away in 2024. You know how much she saw? You know how much life she's seen? And for me to tell you, I want you to stay here forever. I don't even want you in that much suffering. So I had to learn how to just appreciate the life she had, the life she lived. I'm talking, my great grandmother lived when it said whites only, blatantly in your face, overtly in your face. She lived through the most vivid display of racism in history. She lived through the most vivid. It's in your face. The most radical. So when it comes to, I'm telling you this to say, she was everything to me. I am the way I am because of that woman. You feel me? And so I was mad that she was leaving. I was mad, but then I had to realize it's not my job. It's not my space to be selfish with her. It's her time to go. Only thing I can do is appreciate. So I can't tell you how to feel, but I can tell you how to adjust and how to walk through those emotions differently. I understand. Now, when I say I empathize with losing somebody that show everything, because I just did that. I just did that. Hmm? Hmm? I just did that. And that's when I really learned the difference between sympathy and empathy, because everybody kept calling telling me, I know how you feel. No, you don't know how I feel. You don't. That wasn't your great grandmother. Hmm? She didn't raise you through your mom and your grandmother going through drugs. She didn't raise. Hey, so I was really mad at some people projecting themselves into my pain, projecting themselves into my emotions. Don't put yourself where I didn't ask you to be. That's the pet peeve. That's the pet peeve of the year for me. So I stopped saying I know how you feel. I feel for you. That's all I can do. So when it comes to letting somebody go, you must learn to appreciate that it's their time, because time is not up to us. We don't get to judge what time is. I appreciate that. If you throwing questions on Instagram, I'm not really looking. I'm tapped into YouTube, so please throw these same questions over on the YouTube channel for me, please. Thank you. I see your question. I want to hit everybody questions, but make sure you jumping in and being active on YouTube so I can really see. I'm not really focusing here. I'm just letting y'all know where we at. Uh, Recently laid off my job. Okay, looking forward to the journey to find myself new. But any advice on keeping my mental strong during the way? Okay. Everything has a reason. Our joy and our pain have a season. And confusion and unknowingness is sometimes the door that opens to your next blessing. So I want you to keep your head while you're in this season. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yours. It might be time to sacrifice. You might have to change your life. It might be some things that change in your life. But do not give away your consciousness because you don't know what's going on. Sometimes in the most confusing time, that's right before a blessing comes. And the things that we masquerade as the worst things in our life, I told you, good and bad exist at the same time. So if something bad just happened, you better pay attention because something real good is about to happen too. But you gotta be ready for it. Your door has to be open for it to come into your life. Bad just can't happen by itself. Bad cannot exist by itself. That's a paradox. It cannot exist because bad is only bad compared to good, and good is only good compared to bad. So if bad things happen in your life that you presume is bad, at the same time, it's something good there to take from it. It's something good that can be applied to your life. They live in duality. So your life can't just all be bad. It's impossible because some good has to exist. But if your mindset flips and gets stuck in the paradigm that everything is bad, you'll miss every blessing that comes with the failures, that comes with the slips and falls, that comes with the misfortune, that comes with the grief, that comes with the pain. It's something that it's a seesaw. Yay! Everything has an opposite. Everything has a place to exist. Everything has a north and a south pole. So I don't want you to get stuck in a season where you're like, oh no, everything bad, everything bad. No, damn, this bad thing just happened. Pay attention. Because as soon as something bad happens, it creates space for something good to exist at the same time. So you can get the worst news of your life and the best news of your life in the same day. I'm gonna talk that talk because I'm gonna talk to somebody. I don't know who I'm going to talk to, but have you ever had something happen to you and then something good happened right after that? Damn, how did that happen? Because these things exist at once. You done had a bad day and all of a sudden you're having a good day at the same time. Some good news, or you done had some good news, and as soon as you got some real good news, some bad news came. Or you done had some bad news happen, and then you look up and some good news come around. Because these things are symbiotic. They need each other. I'm not teaching you to live in fear. I'm teaching you to live with anticipation, to live with openness, so you don't just marginalize your life to one thing. It's not going to always be good, but it's not always going to be bad either. Hello. And there's something that's peaceful about that to me. I see peace in that. I find harmony in that. I'm so laid in that reality. I'm casting it sharp in that motherfucking reality. Because when bad things happen, I'm like, okay, something good gonna happen too. But it'll only happen if you have room to appreciate it. Nothing likes to be neglected. So if you let your mindset slip into a victimatic mindset, you will detach yourself from all the good you can receive from that. Hello. I'm just telling y'all what I know. Y'all know I talk that real shit. We talk real here. If this your first time, welcome. If this ain't your first time, welcome back. You know how we get down. You know how we get down. Come on now, talk to me. Can you talk about trauma bonding and how to move forward? Okay, we can talk. What's up with the TJ? Me, we on YouTube, little bro. You know where we at. Tap in with me. Talk about trauma bonding, how to move forward. Okay, cool. We got to understand. Everything tends to attract what things look like. So if you're going through something, let's say you're going through a bankruptcy, that's what your energy is. That's what your season is. You're going to run into somebody that's going through the same thing because energy likes to be around us, what it is. Misery like misery. Joy likes joy. So if you're going through something and you bonding through this, Understand that the frequency is the thing that's bonded. You don't have to internalize the process of what this thing is. Hello. So, to go a little deeper about trauma bonding, it happens a lot out of a survivalistic mindset. I want to survive, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get around people that's been around, that's going through what I'm going through, so I don't feel alone in what I'm going through. My trials and tribulations, I'm not handling them by myself. So I'd rather be around somebody that's going through it, that I can talk to, that I can express to, that I can look up and see if they have helping me through it, than anything. So trauma bonding is not always done intentionally. It's because you're always gonna find a friend. If you go into a big ass room, you shy and you nervous, you're gonna watch how you magically find somebody that's nervous too. Because it's the energy, you can feel it. But these things dwell by themselves. I want you to really tap in with me when I say that. I want you to really get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So like things are always looking for like things. Hurt is always looking for hurt. Love is always looking for love. These energies are looking for similar things. Come on now. When you playing Uno, to Uno out, what you need to do? You need to put like things on top of like things until you don't have nothing left. You can't put a red 8 on top of a blue 7. It don't work. Those two problems are not work. They're not synergetic. They don't equal up. So we have to understand everything that we go through is like an Uno card. You're going to have to lay it on top of something that's similar. It might be a different color, but as long as it's the same number, we can lay it on there. Hello. So trauma bonding is a very interesting thing that you do to survive, because you're going to look for somebody, because nobody want to go through shit alone. Nobody wants to do it alone. So it feels better to do it with somebody else that's in the same season. Now, as we go a little bit deeper and you understand what traumas are and you start to work through it, you really get to learn that nobody's trauma is the same. So your trauma might be a red 7. Theirs might be a blue 7. It's the same number, but it's a different season, whole different outcome. You can lay them on top of each other because the number is the same, but it's not the same predicament. It's not the same perspective. So once you learn that similarity is not accurate, then you stop doing it. Once you realize that you're only doing it because you're trying to survive and you want company through your chaos. Because a lot of people want company. So I'd rather go through a storm with somebody else in the car than be driving alone. It's way less scary when you're going through something with somebody else. Ting. Ting. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm talking, throw me some. If I'm talking, light the chat up for me one. If I'm talking, let me know something. Real talk. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who need this, but we talking tonight. I don't know who need this. Maybe I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Man. Ooh, what's up with y'all? What's up? If you tapped in on here, sometimes you have to go to the store. Yeah, I'm not saying that trauma buff. I'm letting you know why it exists. I'm not saying a lot of things you will have to do alone, because your solution is yours alone. So I feel you on that. Come on now. We talking. I'm talking to somebody. What? Let me know you feel me, because look, I'm on here watching I'm just watching the chat. I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking to. I don't know if I'm saying some good shit. I don't know what. I'm just here. I'm just open to the vibes. I'm just here. I'm just submitted to the energy. So if I'm talking, let me know something. What are some characteristics that represent trauma in your eyes? Okay, trauma to me. This is a self-proclaimed definition of what trauma is. Trauma is anything that abruptly switches your natural cadence. That's what trauma is. Blunt or forced. It depends on how you want to call it. But not all trauma is seen. Not all trauma is direct. Some trauma is indirect. But trauma within itself is a rift to your natural cadence. Whatever that may be. Whatever your system is, however you moving and grooving, trauma is going to knock you off that course. Even if you come back and redirect it, it's something that's never going, it's a little nick in your quilt. That's it. To what extent, I don't know how to describe it directly. I'm trying to give you a subjective view so you can understand that it comes in every kind of which way. But understand that all trauma is a rift in your natural cadence. It's a change. It's abrupt. It's sudden. A sudden change. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's one of them. But guess what? Our trauma doesn't have the same healing process. Our trauma don't have the same acknowledgement. Our, hmm, that's a good question. What you mean? What quality and suave? What you mean? I think I get what you're saying. What you mean? How do you retain all the knowledge you acquire to be able to use throughout life? Sometimes I get through the same things a few times before my mind really understands it. Okay, okay. How do you retain? Okay, the only way. Oh, the view. Oh yeah, the view out the window crazy. I stay on 36. I'm 36 floors up. But you did. If you are on here, please make your way to YouTube. Please, please, thank you. Please subscribe to the YouTube and tap in and give me this energy. Put this on YouTube, please. We trying to transition. So I'm just here really to give y'all the advice to go to YouTube. If you got time, if you're gonna stick around for a little bit, please go to YouTube, like and subscribe, tap in with me. Um, how do you retain the knowledge? Okay. The only way I got used to keeping knowledge was given. Like I don't get to keep the knowledge that I have because I pass it along so quickly. So quickly. But guess what? You get to have the remnants of what you learn. Just like when you put cologne on, sometimes you're gonna walk past somebody and your smell is still in the room because it becomes your aura. When you start to internalize your lessons and you have to build them into your character, you can't just put it on the roof. It can't be the shingles. It can't be the windows. Everything that you're learning internally has to be based in concrete. Your concrete is your character. What is a slab on a house made of? Concrete. 10 out of 10. You feel me? Majority of slabs on houses are made out of concrete. So the things you learn in life, don't think they're decorations. They're fundamental. They go to your columns. They go to your concrete. They go to things that are unmoved. They go to your edge. They have to be internalized into your character. And you will keep retaking the same test until you learn how to internalize the message that was from it. You can take the same test in life for your whole life. That's how you can get some old ass people that still act young because they haven't passed their test. You can be 75 still taking 25-year-old tests mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because you're not passing this. So age is very subjective when it comes to your age and your mind. So it's not it man. I'm really serious about that conversation because you have to pass these tests or life will keep retesting your motherfucking ass. Hello. And guess what? The trick about it is the funny part. Just let me know God got a sense of humor. Because you will fail the test where Johnny had 7 apples. You figure out the plan. You figure out the answer for that question. Guess what? The next time life give you that same question, Johnny got 8 apples. But a lot of people don't realize that if you miss the bus, a lot of buses go to the same place. They don't have the same number. They don't have the same exact route. A lot of buses have the same destination, but it's not the same bus number. So if you keep expecting that same bus to come back around and loop back around that you missed, you're never going to catch the bus. You're going to miss your blessing not getting on the next one and acknowledging that your problem just changed a little bit. It's not going to always be drastic. Sometimes the difference between your season and your lesson is going to be minuscule. You can barely tell the difference. But Johnny had 7 apples in this question that you got wrong the first time. Now Johnny got 8. Now you're not paying attention and you just going to keep trying to answer for the 7 because you think the problem is going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit different. Every time you fail it, it's not going to come back exactly the same. So I'm trying to train you to be aware, to look at the details in life, to be consistent with your intentionality, to be consistent with your character so you can pass these tests because these tests don't never come back the same way you failed it the first time. Hello. What happens if the elevator don't work? Oh shit, let me tell y'all this. I had one time where the elevator didn't work and I had to walk down 36 flights of stairs. But guess what? I'm gonna turn that into something. A beautiful view has a beautiful walk down too. everything you have that's a luxury also has a requirement to it. So if the elevator choose not to work, I got to make the sacrifice of going down 36 steps. But I'm subscribed to that reality because I don't mind being up 36 because I get to see the view. But I also don't mind the requirements that come with it, the consequences that come with it. The best things in your life that you love the most, that give you the most joy, still have consequences. So I might live up here. I might live here, but I also have to live with the consequences of, oh, what if the elevators don't work? I have to be willing to put in the effort to walk down 36 motherfucking steps, and I've done it before. But I would do it over and over again because the view is worth the work. Hello, how many people in your life, how many situations you do where you're working so hard, but the work is not equal to this? I walk down 36 steps to get the safety, but I can also come back and get to sit in my peace. I get to be up here. That don't bother me. It's worth the work. How many things in your life that you put energy towards is actually worth the work? It's actually worth the consequence. Hello, because we want to talk about all the good shit that happened in life. But everything that's good, I told you, good and bad, it live at the same time. They dwell in the same space. The same way I'm enjoying this view, it could be like, oh, you got to get down these steps right now. Okay, bet. But I'm never going to be mad because I understand what I'm subscribing to. I understand what come with it. You're not going to blindside me. I'm going to look at every angle I can look at to say, this is beautiful. But if the elevator don't work, I still got to go down 36 stairs. Hello. But I'm never going to trip. I'm never going to complain because I know how much of the upside I get from this. Come on now. That's like having a Ferrari, then get mad when the oil changes this much. Do you enjoy the Ferrari? Is it worth it? You see what I'm saying? So you can do a lot of things in life. Just make sure that the downside is worth the upside. Everything has a downside. Everything got something you got to deal with. Sometimes the elevators ain't working as fast as I want them to. But guess what? I'm enjoying being on this floor. I'm fine with that. I can be a little more patient because I'm not a fast person in life, no way. Only thing that means is be still a little bit. That means leave a little bit early. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. You got to understand that everything you love come with something. It's not going to always just be good. Okay. Blessings look a little different. The things you want in life got things they require. It won't always be like this. That's all I'm saying. Hello. I'm gonna turn anything into a sermon, ain't it? I turn anything into a word. The bird is the word with me. So I appreciate you for saying that. I'm trying to understand your question about swab. I kind of don't get it. If you could rephrase, if I'm missing it, let me know something. But yeah, we talking for real, for real. So the things that you want to obtain in life, the biggest goals you have, the bigger the goal, the bigger the requirement, the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the up, the bigger the down. Woo! Have I been stuck inside an elevator? I was. I've been here 3 years. I done got stuck once. I don't think about the bad. I don't think about the bad. So let me tell you why. Let me let you know. Let me tell you how I know I'm different. I got stuck in the elevator with two guys, and you would know the maturity level based on how everybody reacted. When the elevator stopped working, I said, okay, it'll be working soon. The other guy, this white dude got so mad. Oh my God, I paid this much money to be in here. He going off. He furious. The other guy scared as shit. Oh, how long we gonna be in here? I'm talking about panicking and shit. I said, be cool, bro. I promise you we'll be okay. We was in there maybe 10 minutes, but if you let them tell it, their story will be we was in there 2 hours and whatever. But at some point, you have to be cool when it comes to these things. I'm cool at the worst possible times. Like it got stuck. I said, shit, we'll be out here in a minute. Now, am I neglecting the fact that we stuck? Nope. I'm not saying that we not stuck. We stuck like fuck. We stuck like Chuck. You feel me? I can't get back to my house. Am I pissed off about it? Yes. But I'm not going to let this emotion take over me in a moment because I can't do nothing. Being mad don't do nothing. Trying to pull your white card ain't going to do nothing. Because you got a penthouse ain't going to do nothing. Oh, I pay this much. Okay, you stuck on the same elevator as me. How you doing? Hello. Nice to meet you. Calm your ass down. You fucking up my vibe. I'm talking about the dude start acting crazy as soon as the elevator stopped. Oh my God. Boy, shut your ass up. We'll be out of here soon. Why didn't I know you could sing? A lot of people don't know I can sing. I don't really sing like that. I really be playing. I play around. I'm from the church. I was raised a Christian, so I can sing. But thing is, I'm saying that to let you know that even when the worst things come in life, your character must be consistent. And the person that you are will always come out when you assume things are the worst. I'm cool when things are the worst because I'm a cool ass person regardless. You see what I'm saying? So the person that you constantly train in your character will come out at the worst amount of times. At your worst, your character will come out. You ever seen a person that's super cool, but if you make them mad, they boom, because that's who they really are. But you masquerading as this. Only thing you need is something to enable you to be the person that you are, and you're gonna be that. I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. Hey, look, I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer to home. Some people can't wait to be a monster, but they can't, they'll hold out until you give them a chance, an opportunity to be exactly who they are. They'll be the nicest person in the world until you give them the sliver of room to actually be a monster, and they go boom, because they really wanted an excuse to be that person that they really are. Huh. Some people will wait you out. Some people will wait to be the person that they really are. They ain't gonna show you their character day one, but they gonna wait till it's justifiable to be the person that they are, so they have a reason or excuse to turn up. Man, you should never did me like that. You couldn't wait to be that person. You couldn't wait to turn up. You couldn't wait to flip the furniture over. You just been waiting for an excuse, so you have a justifiable reason. I'm talking to somebody, bro. When I tell you I talk real talk for real. If I ain't giving y'all nothing y'all can use, please let me know. I'm giving you something you can use in life. I'm giving you different ways to start looking at people. You got to watch people. You got to look. You got to be your eyes got to be wide open when it comes to people, because they'll play with you if you think that's their personality. They'll masquerade and do all these things. What? Hello. They just sitting around waiting for an opportunity. So that person that was ready to cheat on you and ready to leave, they just waiting on you to give them an opportunity because they're too afraid. They don't like enough confrontation. They're not brave enough to leave on their own when they're unhappy. They're gonna wait for an opportunity for them to be this monster and say, fuck you. Now I was ready. I can't take this no more. You couldn't take it a long time ago, but you was looking for a reason to entertain the character that you was waiting to be. I want you to watch people. But I also want you to watch yourself, because you could be masquerading too. We're not just going to talk externally. We're going to talk internally. All these things I'm telling y'all applies to you too, because you can be a monster too. You can be a lame person. You can get outside yourself very easily. It's easy to get outside yourself. You don't even know who you are no more. So we're not just going to talk about other people like other people just the one that's doing us wrong. No, you do other people wrong too. And we ain't gonna lie. We're gonna keep it a bean. We're gonna turn that mirror around and look at ourselves for a little bit. Because everything I'm telling y'all applies to self first. So don't think I'm just trying to keep y'all out the light of people doing you wrong. I'm trying to get you to be able to check yourself when you start doing people wrong. Because let's not sit here and act like we ain't never did nobody nothing, because you done somebody something. We ain't finna play perfect in here. We ain't finna play like we just do everything right every time. I do my best to be the best version of me, and I apologize when I slip. Hello. I'm not gonna always be the best version of myself. Some days I might be pissed off. Don't talk to me today. You know what I'm saying? But I have the tools and the skills to get back to I work so hard to build my character to know when I'm off. But if you don't know yourself, you can never really get back to a version that's calm. You can't never really get back to a version that's peaceful, because you're not really that. You don't even know you. So you lost. You ain't got nothing to get back to. So when I'm going off, when I'm having a bad day, I know I'm not myself, because I learned myself so much. I know myself enough to know when I'm not me. I ain't myself when I ain't 8. When I'm hangry, don't fuck with me. For real. We advocate for the real work. If you over here, I appreciate you being over here. Can we get this live up to 70 people? We're at 60 people right now. That's love. Can we get this live up to 70 people? It's 26 people here. Can we get this live up on YouTube up to 70 people? I promise we tapped in. If y'all can do me that, let's see the vibes. It's 60 people in here. Can we get 10 more from on the ground over here on YouTube? It's in my bio. It's in my story. Please jump over. I'm trying to, yeah. What's up with it? Tap in with me. We on YouTube. Let's see if we can get it there. That's the goal for the night. Is this live gonna be saved? Yeah. That's why I started doing it on YouTube, because it's gonna save it, and you get to see the chat, and you get to see what people are asking. So I'm trying to make it easier, trying to make it adjustable. Hey, you got to realize when you're not you, and you can only know when you're not you through self-inventory. That's the only way. If I know when I need some milk, because I didn't check my refrigerator. Damn, I ain't got no milk. I ain't finna buy no more cereal. I ain't finna bring nobody in my life if I ain't got nothing to sustain you. If I ain't got enough to share, I ain't gonna bring you around. Hello. Uh, advice to someone who has that inner love and compassion, but also a monster who loves destruction and chaos. Truly, um, come on now, let's get it. It's in my bio. It's on there. Let's tap in with me. Um, advice for someone who has the inner love and compassion, but also that monster. Look, guess what? I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. That monster don't go away. That mean ass person, that crazy person, that turn up, that level 10 don't go away. You just learn how not to get there. You just learn how to take precautionary measures before things get there. You think just because I'm a peaceful ass, intellectual ass, energy ass boy, that I won't turn. I got a side in me. I know it's in. I'm from, yeah. I'm from a place. So I don't ever want you to think you can grow yourself away from the different versions you're gonna be. Everything that's within you never goes away. It's gonna exist. You just have to make an active choice not to let that person come out, not to be enabled in that. You know what I'm saying? That is a very man. So I don't want to advise you in thinking that this person ever goes away. It's a choice not to be that person no more. It's a choice not to be vindictive no more. It's a choice not to be arrogant no more. It's a choice not to be demonstrative no more. It's a choice not to be a bully. It's a choice not to be a victim. All these things are a choice, but all these things always dwell within you. Don't think they ever gonna leave. That shit don't leave you. That's why life is a constant lesson. It's a constant battle. It's a constant classroom. Because if you let that shit slip away, all that shit gonna start coming out. It'll ooze out if you don't take care of it. You got to take care of this thing. You got to pamper yourself for real emotionally, because everything that dwells within you never leaves. I could be the worst if I allow myself to be. I could be a whole ass nigga, trust me. But I'm making an active choice not to be. My character is so solid that I understand that that's not part of me no more. Is it here? Does it dwell? Does it exist? Will it ever come into practicality? I pray not. You see how you got to accept, you see how you got to approach that? I know what I could do, but I also have the intuitive to choose what I'm going to do. Ooh, I could be the worst, but I'm opting to be the best. I'm making a choice to be the best version of me that is. Hello. Mm. Outside of mentor money, do you do private mentoring? I used to. I might get back to it Q1. If y'all do y'all think I should? Do you really think I should? That's an honest question. If you think that I should, I might get back to it. If it's a necessity, if it's a need, then I got you. What's up? Y'all tapped in. We getting close to 70 people on the live. I need 4 more people from here to jump over to YouTube. We at 66. We fluctuating. Fuck with me. I just want to see, can we hit that 70 goal? That's it. I just want to see, can we hit a 70 ball on YouTube live? That's it. If not, cool, whatever. But I got faith in y'all. So meet me over on YouTube. Um, do you think someone has healed from something if it still affects them? Of course. See, look, healing doesn't mean that it's gone. If I slap the shit out you and you healed from it, you still remember the action that led to the outcome. Now your body is going to build up a precursor. It's going to build up it's going to build up a reaction to, if somebody do this, now you're going to duck every time somebody do this, because that's called assimilation. Your body is going to associate this action with this consequence. So healing is not about forgetting. Healing is actually remembering and taking away the emotion, the direct reaction to it. Hello. Okay, we hit 71 time for the one time. We turned it up. Okay. Y'all might fuck with me. Y'all might fuck with me a little bit. A little bit. We hit 70 people. Okay. I just need to see it one time. I appreciate that. That's love. That's love. I appreciate that. But yeah, man. So let's really, we close. I'll do 10, 15. So let's really, before we get off, let's really attack this healing thing. Let's really open up the perspective. So let me go back to the question. So something still affecting you doesn't mean you're not healing from it. It just means that it's taking longer to heal. Some wounds take longer. Everything don't heal. If you break a bone, that's 6 weeks. That's 6 months. You feel what I'm saying? Everything has a different process, and you must respect the process of what healing is, and you must give the broken piece what it needs to heal correctly. Let me give you an example for that. If you break your leg and you don't go to the hospital, your body will heal it, but it will not heal in the way that it's supposed to for you to walk the way you used to. You can if you go through that pain, you can go through the worst pain in your life and your body will heal itself, but it's not gonna heal correctly. It's not gonna heal straight. You're not gonna walk the same. You're not gonna be able to get back to you. You're not gonna be able to do nothing you used to do if you don't get it if you don't learn how to heal it the right way, to learn what this trauma needs. So that is the next task. Once you realize that you hurt, that you're going through something, the next task for you to do is to realize what needs to be done to optimally heal this thing. I need to figure out exactly what this specific thing needs so I can heal it correctly. Because healing with no intent, with no intentionality, ain't healing at all. So we can fake this shit all day. Motherfuckers fake healing every day. They're not even actively applying what they need. They ain't got the right ointment. They ain't got the right medicine for what's going on in their life. So you isolating yourself. That's fake healing. You thinking isolation is the solution to everything. That's not what isolation is. If you keep doing the same thing saying you healing, you're not even healing yourself right. You're not even actively doing the research of what's really wrong. So you got a lot of people out here masquerading as peaceful, masquerading as healing, because they're not even taking the say, man. Y'all don't hear me, bro. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all ain't listening. People ain't listening, man. I'm talking. So to heal correctly is to know exactly what you need. Huh? And look, guess what? Let me give you this too. While we here, to heal, what do you need? You tend to wrap your wound up, right? Because after you do what you need to do, that wound needs protection so it don't happen again. Your scratch gonna need a band-aid. It can heal by itself, but if you don't put a band-aid on, you run the risk of infection getting into this healing. Sometimes your trauma ain't being covered up. You could do everything you need, but you're not covering up the wound. So when you go back out in the world, dust, germs, all this shit getting into it because you have not covered it up. You haven't gave it a safe space to heal. Hello, you ain't gave it a clean place to heal. You got to clean the wound, put what it need on it, and then put a band-aid over so it can heal in a place that's clean, that's safe. What? Hello? You know what I'm saying? It's so much work that goes into healing, and I hate people talk about it like it's a simplistic thing. Healing ain't simple. It's a few things you gotta check out that box before you can say you healing. You just doing shit. You're not healing until you realize what you need, until you create the space for the healing to exist, till you get the ointment in a prescription that you need for your season, for that circumstance, for that problem, for that trouble, until you create a space where it can heal safely and not be touched by anything else that you're going through. Because guess what? You don't get to just pick when you go through your traumas. Sometimes your traumas gonna be stacked on top of each other. They all gonna be happening at once. I'm talking, boy. So please, if you on here, please jump over to the. I'll catch y'all. Yeah, we off Instagram. We off it. They had long enough. You know what I'm saying? They done had long enough. So as we wind down this last little few minutes, I'm just gonna be on YouTube. Outside of time, what's the best advice when you can give to let an old lover go? If the old lover does not want to love you through new circumstances, hello, I'm gonna use the words specifically because the words exist. If you have an old lover and they still want to love you an old way, they have to go. I ain't gonna waste time trying to go on specifics and all these innuendos. We're not gonna go through specifics on what it is. I'm just gonna give you a broad example that can help you through this. If you got an old lover, they better have new ways to appreciate you, new ways to love you, because that old shit is gonna get the same results. Old shit equals old results. So I'm not saying a person can't change and love you correctly, but you have to make it a requirement. You have to make a change necessary. You got to make it mandatory. We got to make the way we need to be loved mandatory. Your necessities can't be a maybe. It can't be second. So I'm saying this, I'm not throwing away nobody. So an ex is only just an example. Hello. So they can still be good for you, but they have to be willing to love you in a new way, to see you in a new way. As long as you can see me in a new way, that's fine. Hello, man. So you'll know when it's time because old shit gonna do old things. So if an old person trying to make a new impact on you, trying to love you a new way, let them. Allow them, test it and see if they ready. But if they still coming to you with old situations and old solutions, you got new problems to solve, and you can't help me. Hello. Mm. As soon as you try to please people, they will never get enough. And like you said before, yeah, I'm gonna give you this. Um, I don't ever want to speak too general about people because we got to learn how to put the onus on whatever person it was. If it was Dante that never got love, it's just Dante. It's just Sherelle. You feel me? We can't be afraid to put the onus on the people that's not doing it, because we can't apply their logic unilaterally. We can't say everybody. We can't just, it don't work that way. So I'm still optimistic that somebody can help. You got to still remain optimistic even through hurt, because the only way you can still remain good and not tainted and not jaded is if you leave the hurt where it is. If you give it where, if you say I made a mistake in picking this person, what's that person's name? Say their name. Don't just say men. Don't just say women. Say the person you chose. So it leaves it there. It gives it the space to be handled where it's supposed to be handled. That way you don't apply to a generality. That way you don't fall into a space where you're saying all people and this and that majority. Because you ain't dating majority. Nobody gonna live long enough to date enough men, enough women to even come to even come up with a good thesis about it. Because you never gonna have a big enough sample size as compared to people that's out there. You can't date enough people to say all women ain't shit. You can't date enough men to say all men ain't shit. You don't have the time and the space. So what do? You have to learn how to optimize and be aware and take accountability of who you dated and give and leave it there. You can't make a generality about nothing because the numbers are too big. People don't want to talk about that though. Hey man, but look, I'll give you this little. Oh, we at 70. I fuck with it. I'm gonna give you this piece because it's a difference between PRAY and PREY. Not everybody that pray for you wants the best. Some people are praying for you to devour you, to hunt you. They're hunting you. So make sure you understand which one. When somebody say I'm praying for you, which one you talking about? Because some people are gonna fall on that A side, and some people are gonna fall on that E side. They're gonna see you as a person they can climb over. Hmm? Some people gonna see you as a person they can climb over. Somebody gonna see you as a person they can walk with. It's a big difference. So you must be able to do your justice. You must learn what's the difference between A and E. Hey, you better pay attention. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Cause man, this game we playing is a game. It got controllers, it got rules, it got all this. But you must realize and accept the fact that we in a game. So every prayer ain't the same. Mm. But look, I'm gonna even give you another objective way to look at it. Some people, you just met them in a place that you weren't supposed to meet them at. Everybody ain't inactively bad on purpose. Some people are just a conclusion. Well, everybody is a conclusion of their decisions. And people don't just exist the way they exist just from today. They are a conclusion of every day that they lived in their life. So it's so much that go into it. Everybody's not trying to hurt you on purpose. Everybody ain't not trying not to be shit. Some people are just so stuck in their paradigm that they cannot see what they do. So you might just got a bad version of somebody. I can't, excuse me. The reality is we just cannot coincide. Our seasons don't work. I like you, but I don't like what comes with you. I don't like you in this season. So we can say some people are fucked up. You might see this same person in 3 or 4 years and they don't went through what they were supposed to go through and pass their test. This person is amazing. Some people you meet too early. Some people you might meet too late. I don't want people running through this whole judging because it's so hard to even know you. You change so much. Just the same way you say people ain't shit. Somebody thought the same thing about you. And they might have been wrong, they might have been right, but you might have been in the season where you wasn't what they needed. So we don't know. It's so much that goes on about this. It's so much change that go on. I'm not fit to sit here and judge. I just probably caught you at the wrong time. I might be in the wrong season for you. So we can run and say, oh, this person ain't, they did me wrong. Yeah. But guess what? To do wrong is to know that something exists. And I told you this. You heard it from me first. God will put you somewhere just to see how long it take you to remove yourself. Sometimes that's a test for you to see, damn, I don't belong here. I ain't never seen a real diamond in a dollar store. It will never be there. I ain't never seen a mansion in the hood. It will never be there. Hello. I ain't never seen a Lamborghini at a used car lot. I ain't never seen a Lamborghini at an Audi dealership. I ain't never seen a Cadillac. You see what I'm saying? It's certain things, knowing where you belong and getting around, associating yourself with what you need for your season is very fucking important. Very important. So we're not going to talk about external. We're going to talk about internal. Because the more you know about yourself, the more you know what you don't belong, and the more you learn what you need. And the quicker you can make these decisions, the less you're going to be in places where you don't belong, and the more it's subjugating yourself to extra hurt because you was somewhere that wasn't serving you in the first place. So fuck all that other shit. Fuck all that other shit. It don't make sense. We gonna do our work on us. Because the more work you do on yourself, the more you learn where you don't belong, and the more you learn what you need, and the quicker you can make these decisions. A mature person is a quick person that can make these decisions. The quicker you can say, I don't belong here, is a direct reflection of how much work you've done and how much value you know you have. And the quicker you can introduce yourself to somebody, hey, I like you. I need this, 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 and this. I know what I need to survive. I know what season I'm in. I know I'm telling you this because I'm trying to see if you don't have it, we can just not. But I'm not going to pretend like I don't know what I need from you. The more you know yourself, the easier it is to depict your needs as well. The same way when you go buy something from the store and you flip it on the back, it got all the ingredients that's in that motherfucker. When somebody come pick you up off the shelf and they turn you around, they got to know what's in there. And they only going to know if you know enough to be able to broadcast what's inside there. I got a little hurt from here. I got a vulnerability from here. I got trauma from here. Because look, I'm going to get off in 4 minutes, but I'm going to give y'all this. I'm going to change your mind about something else. And the funny thing is, y'all, I ain't even went into I ain't talked about nothing that I wrote down to talk about on here. This has been strictly off the energy. I have not went into my notes yet of what I was going to say on this Mentor Monday. That's fucking me up because I ain't went into nothing. So I want to say this. Everybody got something. You're not going to meet a person that ain't got no problems. You're not going to meet a person that ain't got no baggage. You're not going to meet a person that's not struggling with something, that's not working through something. You're not going to meet a person that ain't got no hardship, that ain't got no traumas. That's impossible. So what the fuck are you looking for? If you know that reality exists, that you're not going to meet a person without imperfections, the only thing you can do is your job is to learn how to appreciate it, to love the journey, to be helpful, to be of service to somebody, to help them walk through. Because you need somebody to help you walk through. Because I done said this a million times. It's no such thing as being healed enough now to be enabled for love. It's no level. Yay. Hello. It's no level of, oh, I'm successful enough now I can love. No, you can love at any time. Nothing elevates you to deserve love, to experience it. Love ain't expensive. Love don't cost a damn thing. Ain't that a movie? Ain't that a movie? For some reason, love don't cost a thing. Alvin deserved love, even though he was a lame, even though he was a nerd. But she was really a nerd too. She was really an outcast too. It just looked different. She was just popular, but she was an outcast as well. In her mind, she didn't even like being popular. So it ain't about where you are. It's about what you can see. It's about what you can appreciate. So let's not get caught up in this thing. Oh, I got to get my life together to love somebody. I got to get this much money to love somebody. I got to do this to love somebody. What? That don't make sense, because that's not how life works. Because if you waiting on your life to be complete, the moment you fix something, what did we just say? Duality. As soon as you fix something, something else is going to break. And what you're going to do then, you're going to stop loving. You're going to retract yourself back to somebody that can't be experienced because you're having a bad time. You better learn how to love through that hardship. You better learn how to love through that, because it's going to continue to be. It's never going to be a place where you're not going through something, where you're not going to have a problem, an issue. So why not love anyway? So that shit really fucks me up. It fucks me up when people disqualify themselves for being happy because they're in a place where they're not at a place financially, emotionally. No, it's not about what you have. It's about what you can appreciate. A good person is not based on what they have in the bank. A good person not based on what they got on their back. A good person not based on none of that. You getting in the way of happiness. Okay. And you're gonna be real disappointed when you make all this money and you get all this status and you get all this shit that you're supposed to have and you alone with it. And nobody's there to meet you because you was afraid to love somebody through the hardship of it. I'm gonna talk to somebody because you don't get to do both. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna love when I get to this point. Guess what? You're gonna get to that point and love ain't gonna be there. That's not where love lives. Hello, that's not where love lives. The place you think you need to be to find love it will never be there. That bitch will never be there. I know he's all right. You not look for somebody with no baggage. You look for someone who has baggage. Look, I think now I'm gonna come around the corner. I'm coming around the corner because I'm 10:15. I'm gonna come around the corner with this part, and I'm gonna be out of here. Baggage is it got a bad definition because everybody kind of defines it by the way they went through it. Let me give you this real quick. It's nothing wrong with having baggage. As long as you check the bag and tell me what's in there. When you get on the plane, they gonna run your bags through that thing to make sure you ain't got nothing that can blow this motherfucking plane up. I don't give a fuck about you coming through my life with problems. Just can you tell me what you're working on? Can you let me walk with you with them? Can you tell me exactly what's going on? I'm gonna run you through here and say, oh no, you can't bring this on the plane. As long as them bags are checked, because look, baggage is this. When you learn something, you take it with you. Just like when you get on the plane, you take your essentials. When you finna go somewhere, you finna go to your new season, you need a toothbrush, you need this, you need bath tit, you need underwear, you need socks, you need this. So baggage ain't just bad things. Sometimes, not fuck sometimes, all the time, baggage is necessary. Or you bringing the essentials. You got people in your life that don't know how to pack for life. And they packing everything they don't need. They packing all the problems that ain't pushing them forward. Some things in your life are necessities. Your lessons that you learn, you got to pack them. You got to bring them with you. They're essential. They become essential to your life. So it ain't about the baggage. It's about what's in it. What are you bringing? It ain't about you having baggage. That's guaranteed. I ain't never seen nobody fly with nothing. You can't go to your next season without nothing. You won't survive. So as long as you tell, if we are entertaining the possibility that baggage is universal, the only thing you can monitor is what is coming into here. That's it. As long as you're doing your due diligence, baggage is not the problem. What's inside the bag is. To assume that somebody's not going to have baggage, to put yourself in a place that does not exist, is an impossibility. It is fake. It is fiction. It is a fallacy. It is a farce. It is a lie. Because you have baggage as well. But we don't associate good things with baggage. Good shit is baggage too. The shit that I need that's essential to my life are baggage as well. All that shit go in there. But I'm gonna open the bag and say, damn, okay, this shouldn't be in there. This memory, my ex shouldn't be in here. I'm still holding on to this. This ain't got nothing to do with me no more. You gotta learn how to take shit out that ain't supposed to be. Because guess what you gotta do? Everybody done been on a flight before. If your bag weigh more than 50 pounds, how much extra you gotta pay to bring that shit with you? So all this shit you want to travel through in life is costing you emotionally. You're going broke trying to carry all these bags and bringing 6 or 7 bags on the flight with you that's overweight. The bags are overweight because you got all this shit that don't belong in there and you're paying for it. You have to pay for it. That shit ain't free. So you can try to hold all these traumas and not heal, and you can keep all that shit to yourself, but you're going to be paying every time you want to move around and you can't move as fast. Hello. With that being said, I'm gonna end it there. Oh my God, that's a good little end right there. I'm gonna end with this. Thank you. This is the first real Mentor Monday on YouTube, and I loved it. I love the energy. This was new for me. I didn't know how it's gonna go, But y'all stuck with me through that. And we cooking with grease. Next time I have my music and shit. I just had to, this is my first one, so I'm appreciative of y'all being here, for y'all transitioning from Instagram. I know it ain't easy. I know I'm asking y'all to do something else, but this is a good space, y'all. This shit's so serving to me. It feels good. It feels amazing. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. Like this shit just, it heals me so much. Like when I leave here, I'm tired right now. I'm tired. I'm drained because I give y'all all of me. I turn up, like I'm turned up right now. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm going to bed. You feel me? Like we good. We tapped in. I appreciate y'all because this does not exist without y'all. All these gonna be saved. Yeah, these are going to be saved. So YouTube got you. You can go back and watch this. So after I end this, I don't know how long it's gonna take between that, but tomorrow you can for sure go back and watch this. So and next time it's gonna be better. Like this is me. I'm just trying to see what type of lights I want to use. I still got my iron back there. It's all right. So we a process, but everybody's a process. Amen. Hello. I told you everybody got something to do to figure out. So as I end this, is thank you. I appreciate y'all. And as I keep expanding, I just hopefully y'all keep seeing value in it. I'm gonna keep bringing that shit. We not gonna never not bring it. I'm never gonna come to y'all without no food to eat. Hello. And we're gonna keep growing together. This journey does not stop. It's included, y'all. I can't do this by myself. So if you know somebody that needs to be here, send this to them next week. Tap in. If you know somebody that missed this, send them this. It's all good. I appreciate this. Spread the love, spread the word, and let's continue this journey together. Cause I ain't just gonna be here talking my damn self. So it's peace, it's love. Until next time. Oh, don't let this die. These are not just Monday conversations. These are things you can use on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This ain't just a Monday conversation. Take this to, it's a Thanksgiving week. So it's going to be people sitting around. You start talking, start making these conversations more apparent. Make this more normal. Let's normalize talking like this. Let's normalize stepping into this type of energy. Like, yeah. When we come back next Monday, I want to hear something. I want to hear somebody say, hey, I tried this, it didn't work, or I tried this and it did. Good, bad, or indifferent. Let's talk about it. Let's let this, these are stepping stones that can get you somewhere. So I appreciate y'all. One more time. First live on YouTube was a fucking success. Had 70 people in there joining one time. That's tough. That's tough to me. That's tough. That's love. See, it ain't got to be 1 million people in here. I take 62, 60 people. Whatever number I take, whatever number of engaged people than anything. I don't want no pretending around me. No new friends. No. Whatever he said. Yeah. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Until next week, catch me if you wanna. If you ain't like, subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, I don't know what the fuck going on. But let's make it make sense. Till next time.